Every piece of machinery and equipment has pivot wear problems. Regardless of greasing habits, sooner or later the lug holes start wearing and must be restored to their original diameter and tolerance. Traditional solutions are costly, time-consuming, and only temporary. The expander system is the permanent solution to this problem. It's fast, economical, and comes with a 10-year warranty. So what is the expander system? The expander system is a pivot pin assembly for heavy equipment and machinery that is far superior to the old way of fixing worn-out pivots. Let's take a closer look at the pivot point and the problems with the conventional methods of fixing worn-out pivots. The pivot point is the active point where the machine delivers its value, and when this point wears out, the machine no longer performs the function it was designed for and needs to be repaired to avoid failure. The typical way of constructing a pivot point in new manufacturing is to insert a pivot pin through two lug ears with a bushing or bearing housing in between. Typically, the lug holes are a few thousandths of an inch larger than the pin diameter, so the pin can be inserted. The pin is then secured in place on one side, preventing the pin from falling out when wear appears. Because the pin most often is a harder material than the lug ears, they begin to wear out, thereby enlarging the diameter of the hole. In time, the lug holes become so worn that the pivot is no longer stable, begins to break down, and becomes a hazard in the working environment. To repair this worn-out pivot point requires costly solutions that can take days to complete. The most common traditional method requires welding and line boring of the lug holes. This process is very costly and time-consuming, yet only temporary. Wear will appear again. Many customers are in work environments where it is needed several times a year. So how does the expander system solve this problem? In the expander system, both ends of the pin are tapered. An expansion sleeve is fitted at both ends of the pin, followed by a washer and a securing element. The assembly is installed in the pivot and the securing elements are tightened. As the elements are tightened, the expansion sleeves are forced over the tapered ends of the pin, creating a pressure between the pin and the lug ear, locking the expander system into the pivot. The wear process is permanently eliminated. The standard sleeves expand up to 2 millimeters, or 80 thousandths of an inch, and our standard oversized sleeves expand up to 4 millimeters, or 160 thousandths of an inch. A range of specialty oversized sleeves are also available, so many times it isn't necessary to rebore the lug ears. Just think, no more line boring. The real advantage is that the expander system solves the problem for good. Once the system has been installed, the machine is as stable as new. Securing the expander from both sides also provides greater safety because the expansion sleeves cannot work loose. The expander system is also easy to disassemble. When a bushing or bearing needs to be replaced in the pivot, simply loosen the securing elements and tap out the pin, and replace the worn-out components and reinstall the assembly. Installation and removal can often be done in the field, saving valuable downtime. A cost comparison analysis between the expander system and line boring concludes that the expander system is the more economical and efficient solution, saving considerably in upfront costs. If you then add the minimal downtime and lower life cycle costs of not having line bore during the 10-year warranty period, the savings are even greater. So how can we give a 10-year warranty? We've been in the construction, mining, and forestry market for 30 years and have conducted endurance testing for up to 50,000 hours without any sign of the system losing its qualities. The results of testing and actual field performance give us the confidence to offer a 10-year warranty of the locking mechanism. We adhere to ISO 9000 quality control standards in every facet of production. In the production of the expander system, we use only high-quality hardened steel. Grind it to tolerances for friction-resistant surface. The expansion sleeves and pressure washers are treated with an anti-corrosive finish. With our proprietary CADX computer technology, we also control the entire process from design to distribution, which guarantees our customers the highest quality service and product performance. Once the pivot dimensions have been inputted using our CADX system, we design the assembly and calculate the price. Our expander system online program offers invaluable information for end users, dealers, and machine manufacturers. The expander system is very flexible. We can design to any pivot dimension and use the expander assembly on any type of machine or equipment with pivot systems. Each expander system is installed, tested, and approved for its specific application. The outstanding quality of our expander system has led many of the world's leading machine manufacturers to offer expander as an original equipment part. Expander has a rapidly growing global network with manufacturing in the United States, Sweden, and Germany. The expander system has a global distribution network which is rapidly growing to cover more territories. The next time you have a scheduled pivot repair, instead of welding and line boring, use the expander system and see for yourself why companies all over the world are becoming excited customers of Expander.